It's time to go inside the barriers with Bryan Martin and Paul Sebastiani.
Hello from BetDeluxe. Yes, we're inside the barriers, and here's the man who's got all the form and hopefully all the winners for two terrific programs, Randwick and Sydney, and down at Victoria at Moonee Valley. G'day, Paul.
How are you, BM?
I love the new backdrop here. How good's this?
I think it just suits the two gentlemen at the desk, doesn't it?
The old newsreader.
Yeah. Sharp and slick. So hopefully we can find some sharp and slick horses this weekend. Two cracking cards.
Well, they're going to fly along, particularly, they will in the Winx. You know, I know it's 1,400 metres and the stars will be warming up. This great mare, very elegant. She went on to win the Caulfield Cup. She's the best, one of the best in the land, there's no question. She won it first up over the 1,400. How advanced is she? We've been tracking the barrier trials. What do you think?
Yeah, well, at the moment, she's the $2.90 favourite with betdeluxe.com.au. So obviously, you know, you've got to keep a horse like her saved. She's one of my girlfriends. Absolutely love her. But I think she's under the odds here, and I think Colding has the advantage over her just already having had a run. I know Colding's drawn out wide on the track, but look, Tim Clark is a very good front-running rider, and at $5 and $1.95 the place, I think you can back him each way as well. Number weight in a weight for age, and he rarely runs a bad race, BM.
You're a bit forgiving. He was back for plenty there last start. He ran up to win. I thought, he's going to knock me out again, but what happened?
Yeah, I think maybe just the fitness gave way. We know Chris Waller likes to keep, a little bit in the locker for these horses as well, with specific targets in mind as well, but Colding all day for me in this race, BM.
Gee, I'm looking forward to seeing the filly who's now a big girl, the 4-year-old mare, Hungry Heart. She won the ATC Oaks in Sydney and beat the filly that went on to win the Queensland Oaks. I reckon she's a perfect mare with about 52 kilos for a Caulfield Cup. Now, I wonder where Chris Waller's going with her, first up at 1,400. She generally doesn't fire first up. She takes a bit to get into a gear, but I'm really going to track Hungry Heart all the way. Yeah,
the market's reflecting that as well. I don't think she'll be screwed down first up. She's $14 to win and $3.80 the place. Look, she's barrier 3. If you fancied her each way, maybe at the price too. She's long odds, but I think I concur with what you said. Yeah, and bigger and better things to come for her this preparation, BM.
And you've got this horse, Mahunga, who's there. Geez, an exciting horse. Mount Popper's already qualified for the Caulfield Cup, winning down at Mornington, winning the Cup there in March. So this is a race you're going to have to dissect and have a good look at after and see who was running on, where they're going to go to next. 1,400 they'll be sharp, they'll be keen to go, but it'll be interesting.
Yeah, Mwanga as well at $7.50, and Tommy Berry was bullish about the horse's trials leading into this race too. But I think he'll need the run, and going up in distance, I think is when he's going to be best suited. But for me in this race, I'll be all over Colding.
Now, what about this horse called High Lal? Now, it's down to run in the Show County, the race before the Winx Stakes. It's also entered for Moonee Valley.
Yeah, it's entered in the Mackenzie as well. Yeah. I think they're going to go to the Mackenzie. I reckon they might be on a Guineas path with this horse. He got up to the mile last preparation. He's a $2.40 equal favourite with Jigsaw in the Mackenzie. John McNeil's been booked to ride at Moonee Valley, and Hilal's already been backed for this race at Moonee Valley. He's been $2.90 in, and I think if they go to the Valley race, I think he's a Monty. I think he's better the day at Moonee Valley if he does go down there. I think he's strong late. A lot of these horses, I think, here are susceptible at the 1,200 metres. High Lal is going to be the strongest lane from barrier 5. He's going to get a beautiful run in transit.
It's a great stable too.
Definitely, the Hawk stable.
I noticed that they didn't put a rider in at Drew White in Sydney, gate 9. They didn't put a rider in. Got the right barrier in Melbourne. I'd say the horse is probably here now. And Joe McNeil.
Yeah, and we know how heavy the Hawks are on, barriers win races. Yep. That's their motto as well. So very difficult to beat High Lal, BM.
What about the car line at Moonee Valley? Ancestry, he's hit and miss. If he's good, he's very good. But if he misses, he's a shocker. He's drawn out in 9 at the 1,000. It's going to be an interesting way. You're riding for speed and try and head them off inside?
I think so. I think that's usually the case with a horse like that, especially at the tight turning track like Moonee Valley, where on paces are usually advantage. He's a $3.40 favourite at the moment, but there's been money for one of the ones I like called Grey Worm.
Oh, yeah.
So it's been about $7 into $5 at the moment, $1.80 the place as well. And I think Craig Williams is just going to be able to follow Ashlaw across and maybe just sit at his girth and then maybe prove too strong late in the race. So I think if it's a high pressure race, I think Grey Worm can be stronger late. And I think Ancestry might just be there might just be a bit of a question mark on him in maybe the last 100 metres. But I think Grey Worm each way for me in the race, following Ancestry into it, I think is going to be hard to beat, BM.
Just looking at the jump outs, there's one in the last there called Sovereign Award. Stable's sort of a little bit out of form, but it's drawn okay, and it's got D Lane, who has had a bit of a break. He's back and he's riding in fantastic form. Might be one of a bit of odds.
That could be your left of field.
Yeah, but I like your High Low.
Yeah, I think High Low is going to be my bet of the day at Moonee Valley. But looking forward to these two cards this weekend, Bam. It's a big one, and also don't forget to log into your betdeluxe.com.au accounts to check out all the specials we've got this weekend, and tips.betdeluxe.com.au to check out all my handiwork come this Saturday and for the rest of the week, BM.
This man never sleeps every day. He's got the tips up there on the website with BetDeluxe, and I don't know, do you ever close your eyes at all?
No, I don't think so. No, that's
replays?
it. Yeah, exactly right. No, the form doesn't end, so spring's around the corner, and this is the best time of year, BM. We love it, so hopefully we can back some winners.
And you remember one thing, mate. There's no last race.
That's exactly right.
Good on you, Paul. BetDeluxe, serious betting for serious punters. Gamble responsibly.
BetDeluxe, serious betting for serious punters.